7 years in America and I'm still finding foods that completely blow my Australian mind. Today, I'm breaking down the American foods that make every Aussie I know question their sanity, and trust me, some of these will shock you a bit too.
You better take cover. Oh.
All right, I'm just going to say it. Some American foods, to me, are absolutely mental. Sure, we might have the odd jar of Vegemite back home and chicken salt probably sitting in the pantry, but some of these food items are really out there. Let's start with a big one, American cheese. Now, back home in Australia, when we say cheese, we're talking about proper aged cheddar. Maybe some tasty cheese or coon, if you're allowed to say that still. But here, these are bright yellow squares that taste like plastic and melt like, well, plastic. I've watched Americans put this stuff on everything, and it's like watching someone put cardboard on their food. The processed texture and that weird artificial flavour, it's just not what we grew up calling cheese.
Some things never change.
I've even seen science experiments done on this, like it shows it's burning, just like a synthetic product.
This is ridiculous. And literally, I'm burning this, and it's not melting. This is plastic.
Then there's sweet iced tea, and especially down here in the south. Now, Aussies love a good cup of tea, but we're talking about a proper cuppa. Hot, maybe a splash of milk, a sugar if you're feeling real fancy. But southern sweet tea, it's like drinking liquid lollies. The first time someone handed me a glass at a barbie here, I thought they'd accidentally given me undiluted cordial. It's so sweet it could strip paint off an old dado in about 2 minutes.
How about a glass of iced tea? It's the house wine of the South. Perfect.
Corn dogs. We've got something similar back home called Pluto Pups or Dagwood dogs. But here's the thing. Ours are done in plain batter. The corn batter here in the US, I just can't get my head around it. Now, my kids love getting these at county fairs, and I will happily eat the sausage on its own once I've peeled off all of that sweet coating. In a way, it's kind of like eating a hot dog wrapped in cornbread. Chicken and waffles. Now, this one really throws us for a loop. Sweet and savoury together isn't uncommon back home, but fried chicken on top of waffles with maple syrup. In Australia, waffles are a sweet treat you have with your ice cream. Putting crispy chicken on top feels like someone's having a laugh. It's like putting a meat pie on top of a lamington. Technically possible, but why would you? Root beer floats. Now, we've got spider drinks back home, but root beer tastes like medicine to many Aussies. It's got that weird medicinal flavour that just doesn't sit right with many of us. It is an acquired taste, and my first sip, I thought someone was trying to poison me. I have since grown accustomed to it, and honestly, of all the things on this list, it's probably my favourite thing that I would have. American bread. Now, this one is a real shocker. The bread here is so soft and sweet, it's almost like eating cake. Back home, bread has substance, proper crust, dense texture, and it definitely doesn't taste like a dessert. The first time I made a sandwich here, I thought I'd accidentally grab brioche instead. How do you make a proper sandwich with cake? You need to search out sourdough to get something like what we have in Australia. But just wait a sec, because it does get worse. Aerosol cheese. Or cheese in a can that you spray directly into your mouth. Mate, I've seen Americans do this at parties, and it's like watching someone eat whipped cream, except it's supposed to be cheese.
Oh my God!
The concept of shelf-stable cheese that comes out of a pressurised can, it just breaks my Australian brain. Cheese should come from a cow, not a chemistry lab. And if you like this stuff, let me know. Is there a trick to eating it? Am I really missing out on something on canned cheese? Biscuits and gravy. Now, when Americans say biscuits, they mean fluffy, scone-like things. Not our biscuits, which are called cookies here. But covering them in a thick, pale gravy. Back home, gravy is brown. It goes with your Sunday roast. Definitely doesn't go on breakfast pastries. The first time I saw this at a diner, I actually thought that the cook had been sick. People tell me they love it. No, I just can't stomach this one. Ranch dressing. Americans put this stuff on everything. Pizza, salads, hot chips, vegetables. You name it, someone's drowning it in ranch. And we've got salad dressing back home, but nothing quite like ranch. And definitely not in the quantities that you see here. It's like watching someone put mayonnaise on their Wheat Bix. My kids have now grown to be ranch fans. Chicken nuggets and ranch, carrots and ranch, fries and ranch, chicken wings and ranch.
I love ranch.
I guess it's pretty versatile. I'll give it that much. Pumpkin everything. When autumn is here, it's like the entire country goes pumpkin mad. Pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin bread, which I actually don't mind. Back home, pumpkin is for roast dinners or for soup. The idea of putting pumpkin spice in coffee is really foreign to us. It's like if we started putting beetroot on our pavlovas. Peanut butter. The American peanut butter for me is just way too sweet and thick. Our peanut butter back home is more savory. It's less sugary and definitely not as thick as cement. Plus, your jelly is what we call jam, which adds a complete other layer of confusion. PB&Js are just not a thing to us. I guess it's kind of the equivalent of a Vegemite sandwich in the US. And finally, grits. Ground corn boiled into a creamy porridge. The first time someone served me grits, I actually thought they'd forgotten to finish cooking something. It's bland, it's mushy, and honestly, it looks like something you would feed a baby. There are plenty of different ways to cook it. So shrimp and grits, sweet and creamy with cinnamon, and honey or cheesy grits with bacon on top. Dress it up as much as you like. I'm still not buying it.
What's this over here?
You never heard of grits?
Sure, I heard of grits. I just actually never seen a grit before. Yeah, honey, you can try it.
You first.
What is a grit, anyways?
It's made out of corn. Them hominy grits.
Hominy.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not having a go at American food culture because every country, including Australia, has its own quirks. But the food here just doesn't translate to a lot of Aussies. I guess in the end, it's really all about what you grow up with and get used to, isn't it? Which American food shocks you the most? Or have you tried convincing an American to eat Vegemite? Drop your wildest food culture clash stories below. I love reading every single comment. And I'll catch you next time. Hooroo, mateys.